Well, it was so good to see you today, outside the school. The side of the school that the people who care most about the kids exit from, since you're the ones who bring the kids out to the bus and the parents. The teachers and therapists go out on the other side, and some of them are okay. Good, actually. But it seems to me that the ones who help the kids the most are the ones who get paid the least. The people running that place, problem is they're not really running anything. There's no one in charge. I mean, principal's never there. The assistant, he's a nice guy, but that's about it. I mean, he sure didn't help me when I needed a little bit of help. He really didn't. But it's that. But really, the people running things are that group of whisperers. They say things. They get rid of people, the kind of people who make them look as lazy as they really are. Because some of those guys, oh my gosh, they don't do jack crap. They not only got rid of that man whose name starts with a C. He's doing fine at another school now, but he couldn't work for the rest of the school year because of what that occupational therapist, initials JC. Yeah. Oh, and they got me kicked out of the DOE system. I mean, there are no charges against me. I didn't do anything except because things that have been said about me, I'm just kind of not. I'm a persona non exista. I mean, I email them, they don't email me back. But you know what? Those people who got kicked out, they did me a favor. I really wasn't getting around to doing something that I really, in my heart, I know I could do. And now that I don't have a livelihood, I better get my act together and get this all going. But it's happening, so it's exciting. I've gotten involved in some really exciting work, and you've heard of Wikipedia. You've gone there, you get all this information, but people do that sort of on their own. I mean, every entry has been written by people kind of doing it volunteer, and there's some sort of system to make sure it all works and everything. But anyway, that's what Wiki is all about. Wiki means lots and lots of people putting some work into it, and an amazing thing happens. And what we've found is that if people feel they're part of something bigger and exciting, they're willing to work. And a company called Paraductions is doing this. They're wiki producing movies. It means that they use actual locations, and they start with real true stories. And they go to the locations. And any people who happen to be there in stores or on the boardwalk or, on the streets, whatever. And we get people involved. People are happy to, and so we don't, extras and people. We use a lot of phone camera work. We get all sorts of different angles because lots and lots of people are using their camera, and they're just doing it, and then they share what they've got, and some of it gets into the movies. So it's really an exciting new way. It's a way that doesn't need loads and loads of money. You do it. You first show people what you can do, and if it's really good, and we've done it for almost no money using phone cameras and stuff, and it's good and it's worth doing more with, well, then it's not so hard to get, a production company to make it into something that looks great, nice and, obviously not like weird colors like what I have. I kind of like it. I like being orange. I always wanted to be a jack-o'-lantern when I grew up. But anyway, just what I recommend. Look, actually, I realize I'm thinking about a few of you right now. I mean, this afternoon, I actually hadn't intended to talk to anybody from the school. I didn't really want anybody to recognize me. But I kind of made a mistake. I completely forgot that. I mean, I knew I didn't want to be on the other side. Oh, I really didn't want those people. And I had no desire to see any of them. The only people I had a desire to see was on your side. And, boy, I saw at least 6 people. Like, boom, boom, boom. Oh, hello, hello, hello. But, shh. And it's important, please. That's the most important thing at this point. Kind of what I'm asking you to do, but you don't have to, obviously. But keep checking in at this website, and check in at when you see the letters KA. Okay, that's the code. It's a code. I don't want to say, I thought about doing, say, something like 177, that would be one code, but that's actually a little too easy. And it's one thing to say it, like I just said it. It's a different thing to put it up on a title. So we needed a better code, and this code is virtually unbreakable. I think there's only one person in the world other than me who knows why the code makes sense. It does make sense, but it doesn't, codes don't have to make sense. They can be completely arbitrary things. It's just, you want to be able to remember them. And so, why even do a code here? Because, what we really think privacy is extremely important. And what we do in parroters.net, this place you've come to see this, is that it's a place for people to be themselves. Just say whatever they want to say, or do whatever they want to do. Video themselves doing something, or video other people. Letting people see who they are. And what we do is we don't like provide all the room. We don't do like what they say Google does, or provides disk space, or YouTube, that actually has videos on their website. I mean, they're the ones who store them. Well, we're going to use them. We do use them. That's how every one of these postings on Parroters.net are done, and through YouTube. So yeah, please, it's free. It's very nice. I don't know if that'll be forever, but we use them a lot. And so anyway, the point is, there's a lot to be done on this. There's a lot to be done in life, We only are going to live so long, each of us, and none of us knows how long that'll be. It could be many more years, or it could be, tomorrow. So we've got to live our lives for now. I mean, that doesn't mean don't think about it. Of course, think about tomorrow. That is important, always. And remember the lessons from the past. But the only time that we really can ever do anything is now. And so that's the time that we want to think about now. We want to think about, well, what's happening right now? What am I doing right now? What am I bringing to this? How am I feeling right now? Am I lost? Is this one of those situations where I'm going to have to kind of BS my way through? Or should I get the heck at it? Maybe I should run away, Do that song, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. Yeah, as Johnny Depp would say. So I've got to stop for tonight. But continue to talk. I mean, I want to continue to talk to you, anybody out here, anybody. I mean, reality is I'm acting as if there are people. And when I look just like this, I'm looking right at you, and I'm thinking about you, I'm thinking about who there could be many of yous. Why isn't it yous? You think of yous, hey, yous guys. Well, why not? Everything else we have plural forms. Why don't we have plural form of you? You and yous. I think, Brooklyn people have it right. They use guys as, you guys, use guys. They're right. The rest of us are wrong. Absolutely. Oh, I just realized that I forgot to put my parrot back. Oh, well, that's not true. It's just I haven't seen it. Oh, so anyway, yes, Guano would like to say goodnight to you. Good night. Sleep tight. Happy New Year and all that sort of stuff.